Would you obey if I smiled first? Makima didn't need weapons. She had affection, polished like a pretty sharp little blade. Every order wrapped in sweetness, every smile a command. On screen, the Lucifer effect. The book says good people don't become monsters. They're just trained. And Makima, oh, she was a perfect trainer. Sit. He did. Kill. He obeyed. No questions. Just loyalty. But here's the trick. Zimbardo's Lucifer effect wasn't about being evil. It was about wanting to please. Wanting to be a good boy. That's how ordinary men become executioners. And that's how Denji became her dog. Every experiment starts with a sweet promise. Trust me, and ends with a little secret. You already belong to me. So what happens when control feels like love, and love becomes the warmest cage? Let's step inside her little game, shall we? The experiment begins. It always starts so sweetly, doesn't it? She wasn't violent, oh no. She just watched, calculated, smiled. Denji, she'd say, do you trust me? Of course he did. How could he not? Zimbardo, the evil comes from roles. Give one person power, give another a desire to obey. Soon, you don't need cruelty. You just need structure. On screen, control is kindness. Makima's kindness was her most powerful tool. Every good girl and good boy in her world learned the rules. She rewarded them with affection and punished them with just a little silence. A perfect little game. Love is the treat, silence as the leash. But the real experiment wasn't just Denji. It was you. Weren't you rooting for her just a little? We love control when it looks like order. We obey when it feels safe. Zimbardo proved it. Makima perfected it. The danger wasn't her fear. It was that she made you want to obey. She gave you purpose. But what happens when the one giving all the love starts to believe her own perfect lies? The lie of righteousness. She never thought she was a villain. She was just making things better. Every little rule she broke, every life, it was always for the greater good. Evil? That word is just for people who haven't won yet. Zimbardo called it the Lucifer effect. That lovely moment when good intentions just feel too good. When morality becomes a costume you look pretty in. Holy manipulation. When someone disobeyed, she didn't rage. She'd just smile. And in that smile, mercy and murder looked exactly the same. What if your kindness is just your best strategy? What if your morality is just obedience in disguise? Denji believed she loved him. Aki believed she needed him. You believed she'd protect you. But every belief was just a soft, warm chain she wrapped around you. That's the real trick Zimbardo found. You don't force people. You make them want to serve. And the more they obeyed, the purer she became in her own eyes. She didn't fall from grace. She climbed into it. Mid-video cliff. The day she looked at Denji, petted his hair, and said, "You'll be my dog forever." It wasn't cruelty. It was a promise. Her religion was control. Her prayer was submission. And she truly believed she was saving him. The monster who believed. Power doesn't need to roar, you know. It just whispers. And Makima's whispers built empires inside people's heads. She never needed to shout. She just needed silence. Denji's silence. Aki's silence. Your silence. Silence is control. Zimbardo said the scariest monsters are just ordinary people. But what happens when the system is just one very charming person? Makima wasn't pretending. She believed she was right. That's what makes her so alluring. She didn't manipulate for fun. She did it for purpose. You can't trust free will, she'd say. People always choose wrong, so I'll just choose for them. That's the Lucifer effect's final beautiful stage, when you can no longer tell the difference between protecting someone and owning them. But even the most perfect system has a flaw, a little variable it can't predict. And for Makima, that variable had a heart. Her downfall didn't come from a rebellion. It came from affection. The same little treat she used to train everyone else. The price of playing God. When the world finally turned quiet, her empire of control just collapsed. No screams, no soldiers, just one boy standing in front of the woman he once worshipped. Denji didn't fight with rage. He fought with understanding. You don't destroy a god. You just disappoint them. She tried to command him one last time. Obey me, Denji. This is what's best for you. But for the first time, he just didn't listen. That's when the Lucifer effect reversed. The experiment ended. The subject looked at the scientist and simply refused to play the game. Makima thought she was saving humanity from chaos, but in the end, she only proved that control can't create peace. It only delays rebellion, because the only way to defeat control is to stop needing it. Goodbye, Makima, he said. And in that one simple goodbye, the world finally got to breathe. Comment one word: control. And subscribe MindVerse for more storytelling videos inspired by anime stories before the next experiment begins. Next time, we'll play a game with a boy who thinks justice is divine until he becomes the one thing he swore to destroy.